Hi, I'm Diana. This is Sesame Snickerty-Doo. And this is Pecan Pookie Pants. And we're here with the 12 weirdest items I could find at the thrift store. And today we're going to talk about how you can find your own weird items at the thrift store and why you would even want to do that. We're going to attempt to style 12 weird items with 2 crazy kittens. Let's go. You guys are already messing everything up. Up first is a sheer, full-length, long-sleeved dress with a crazy pattern on it. Not my usual fare for going to the grocery store, but there's so many other places to go. Let's give it a try. What do you do with something that's completely sheer? You have to put something under it or over it. So the first thing we're going to try is this sort of cat suit. And if you don't have one of these, I suppose you could just try a tank top and some leggings. And I'm going to tell you right now that it would be a better idea to use leggings and a tank top, something that's not all one piece, because this would be a nightmare to use the restroom in. But it's not a nightmare style-wise. What I would like to do now, because I think this is a good start, is put something over it. I almost let those kittens in my closet. That has happened in the past, and you end up with kittens hanging from all of your dresses and scarves. Okay, we're doing the kitten-heeled booties because I find these the most delightful to walk in and for style. And we're going to pick out this 90s leather jacket because I really feel like this dress is kind of 90s. So now what we have here is something that's totally wearable, and it's not all about body, yaddy, yaddy. It's about style, it's about texture and layers, and it's quite fun. And that's why you want the weird stuff at the thrift store, because it's great for building unique outfits that no one else has, or no one else wants to wear, mostly because they don't know how. A bag? But of course, this is where the neon tote comes out, because this is another one of my weird items that adds so much personality to an outfit. And it goes with the orange in my dress. Perfect. And if you're lucky, you'll find a kitten in your bag. I'd like to give you a couple tips on how to find your own weird things at the thrift store. The number one rule that I use is if I pick it up and laugh, that's a cue that I should try it on. And laugh I did when I picked up this unique item. This looks like something you could never, ever, ever wear outside of Halloween. But I'd love to style it. Okay, for this daring top, I think we're going to start with a black outfit, this time in separates. And this time, it's an outfit that's meant to be seen. That cat suit's kind of like a go under something, but this is like a real tank top and real lady trousers. And this is a real something. Oh no, I just noticed it has like a bathing suit bottom in it. Can we cut that out? Yes, that's the thing. Do what you want to your own clothes. If you want to cut out the crotch, do it. Okay, here's a good start. Well, I mean, good start for me. You might be thinking that's not a good start. It's all relative. I do think this is a good start. I think we've got some interesting texture here. I've never actually had clothes that I've had to comb before. We've got some good texture, and now we're going to throw a jacket over this. And this really is one of my trusty items that I can throw on to make an outfit a little more unique, but also it's easy to wear. It's long, it's not bodycon. It's a wonderful jacket from Zara that I reuse over and over again. So why do you want weird items? Because this outfit might be boring without this extra layer. And that's the thing. You might see something that's a little too bodycon or sexy and you're like, wow, I am over 40, I'm not into that. Try layering it. It might be really interesting. Because this item that looked like a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit now works like almost a scarf that I don't have to manage. This would be gorgeous with some silver heels, and now I'm realizing that I don't own silver heels. But I do own gold. So you're going to pretend that these gold heels are silver. This is absolutely delightful. I love it. All we need now is a delightful little bag. I love this little beaded heart purse. It might be a little cheesy, but it's so fun. And look how cute this is with this outfit and these pretend silver heels. But let's move along because we have so many items. What's this? How about some absolutely sheer pants with ruffles on the sides that are many sizes too big? What in the world could you do with this? I don't know, but I'm sure there's a way. These sheer pants weren't so sheer after all, but I'm not going to wear them just like this. I want to have something that covers my lower half. So when you want to cover your bottom half, but you still need to cover your top half, think tunic length or short dress as a shirt. And right here is one of my favorite short dresses for the summer, and that's what we're going to use. So this is pretty cute. I love the layer that these ruffly pants add to the bottom of this dress. This is so pretty. Why do you want the weird items? You would never find an outfit like this at your regular store. I had to pin these pants in the back to make them stay up. But what a wonderful layer. And what fun for kittens. I have a feeling I will end up with shredded ankles if I wear these around here. It's not their fault. They're programmed to attack things like this. No. I do feel like this is missing a scarf. So we're going with this blue and brown leopard scarf. This one is called Charlie and it's in my store if you like it. A silk scarf adds so much. It's a little piece of art to add to your art. And I think that if you're going to be a little bit much, you should be all the way much. A little thing about these tote bags that are in my store, cats love them. Cats want to live in them. So let's pick something a little less tempting for kittens to attack. How about some baffling jeans? Yes, I found a pair of baffling jeans. I did a whole episode on baffling jeans, so if you want to watch that, that's right here. And I'll try to remember to put that in the description. Why do you want a pair of baffling jeans? Jeans that nobody can figure out what they are or why you're wearing them? Because they make your outfit so unique. And so, I thought that I had less of a chance of kittens attacking my outfit with these. Not correct. Incorrect. We're here for grammar today. Oh, come on, can I have this? Can I have this? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's why I put their toys there. You could wear jeans and a tank top, or you could wear baffling jeans and a tank top. And it makes it so much more interesting. But we're not gonna stop here. In fact, I'd like to bring out another one of my weird and, I'd like to bring out another one of my weird and baffling items. And it's this super thick kind of quilted kimono jacket. I'd like to borrow this back now, thank you. No, thank you. And that's another tip for finding weird items at the thrift store is if you pick it up and you turn to your friend to show them immediately, that's another cue that you should be trying it on. And this was one of those items. I was like, what the heck? Why is this so quilted and thick? It's weird. It's like a comforter. Let me tell you why you would want a thick quilted kimono top. Because suddenly you have an outfit with texture and interest. I love mixing cream and white. This does not bother me. And now I've got an outfit that just has tons of texture. There's no reason you can't add another baffling item. If you're gonna go weird, go all the way. But even just a little bit weird is so fun. It's so much more fun than your completely Old Navy outfit. Sorry, Old Navy, they have actually been killing it the past couple of years. But all Old Navy, kind of boring. Old Navy plus weird, then you've got something. Speaking of weird, I sometimes like to wear a scarf as a turban. And a lot of people are kind of baffled as to how to do that. So I've tried to make it easier by creating these tube scarves. And I really made them for working out and activity, but you can totally use them with your regular weird outfit too. So I would start by just putting it on like a hat and tuck some of my hair into it and leave some of it out so that you have kind of like this elf stocking hat kind of thing. But you want to pull this forward and give it a little bit of a twist and just tuck it up right under there and arrange it how you like. And then you have another extra element that's creating a very memorable outfit. And if you feel like this is going to slide off your head, you just take a little bobby pin and you put it between your hair and the scarf back here, behind your ear. And then again back here. And you've got a really cute, easy turban that stays put. This comes in a 3-pack of my favorite scarf designs. I'm so excited. So what else can we do? I'm just gonna grab 2 random items and we're gonna put them on, and then we're gonna add things until they work. That's my favorite activity. So here we have a knit strapless top and some blue plaid pants. How fun is this? How weird are these pants? And when you have weird, brightly colored pants like this, of course you can wear black or white shoes, but I love a foot colored shoe because it honestly goes with everything. So I'm wearing these nude colored, well, nude for me, glove ballet flats. Whatever your skin tone is, match yours. So I'm definitely not walking out the door in this, but I thought a third weird item might be great. I think that puffy kimono is going to be way more useful than I ever thought. And of course it is. Look how cute this is. Now I do feel like if this is a little voluminous for you, but you don't want to do the tie around the middle, sometimes when I'm wearing a kimono top, I do a tie around the back, like under and around. And that way you end up with something that's really like not in your way and doesn't feel like it's always like on you. And you still get to kind of cover up your upper arms and have a little bustle. And if I were going to wear it like this, then I would put on a belt because a little bit of sparkle right here is really the finishing touch. The kittens have found a sunbeam, so I really don't know if we're going to see them again. Very cute, very fun. Love the color of these pants. What a fun little personality piece. Let's talk about the number 3 thing that happens at a thrift store, which tells you that you need to try on that item. And that's if you see the item and then you think to yourself, where would I ever wear that? That's a clue. Because maybe you do live in a small town and blue plaid pants would really stand out. And let me ask you this, is that really a reason to not wear something? I think that's all the reason to wear something. Let's talk about another thing that happens at the thrift store that tells you you should try something on. And that's if you look at something and go, ew, not because it's dirty, because it's a style that you kind of have ideas about. And who knows where those ideas came from. In this case, where it's like elastic, kind of light denim culottes, I think of moms in the 80s. And at first, that makes me go, ew, because I'm from the 90s. And when I was a teenager, you said ew about your mom. But now, I'm looking at them with fresh eyes, and I think we can do something. So here we are with the culottes, which actually turned out quite cute. It was really my own judgment about thin denim culottes that was stopping me from picking this really cute item. So check yourself. So when I don't know what to do with an item, I really like to just use kind of some base items like this nude bodysuit, which I think everybody should have because it really acts as a plain canvas. And we're gonna do foot colored shoes again. And here's another item that you might say to yourself, yeah, it's really interesting, but where am I ever going to wear that? Sesame thinks it's interesting. Give me. Where would you wear this? Where would you not wear this? Well, there's plenty of places you wouldn't wear this. I wouldn't wear this gardening. Where wouldn't you wear this that is a normal place to go? You're out running errands. Why wouldn't you wear this? You wouldn't save this for a fancy occasion. Wear it with your denim. Whoa, what's happening? Uh-oh. No, someone's learned to climb the curtains. That happens eventually. You cannot fault these beings for doing what their true selves want to do. So this actually turned out to be quite a normal outfit with one item that made me say ew and one item that made me say, where am I even going to wear that? Let's test out 3 different bags. If I were going to wear this one, I'd probably wear the same color brown shoes, but this is your refined option. This is your let's get silly option. And this green basket bag is your let's have a little fun, why not option. And it matches. Although I don't worry about matching. I just put on whatever I want to put on. And then with enough confidence, it somehow matches. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do go wrong. And then I just change. That's why wearing weird clothes is like the lowest risk situation. What's gonna happen? Are the fashion police gonna come? No. Is your Uncle Al gonna say something? He's gonna say something anyhow. The only thing that's gonna happen is that you won't feel good in it. And when you don't feel good in something, simply change. I can tell you that I'm probably not going to feel good in these quilted black pants in the middle of June, but I'm going to put them on my body. Was I right or was I right? You don't want to wear quilted pants in the summer, but this is just an example. I'm going to put on an all black outfit. And what I want to show you, that's no good. A silk blouse with tassel-y things hanging off. I'm just inviting danger here. Nope, sesame. So what I have, ouch! I think she thought I was a scratching post. No. So what I have here are weird quilted pants and just a beautiful black silk blouse, which I actually also thrifted here in this haul. And the reason I chose this one for the weird items haul is because the shoulders are weird. What's actually happening here? I don't know. Is it like Renaissance fair? Goodness gracious, ladies. Let's see if I can get this blouse on before they discover the tie that's hanging down. I'm in a race against time, and I've won. Oh, I think I found the problem. This metal aglet was hanging down off of my pants tie. That is just irresistible for a kitten. So we're going to tie that up there. And now we have an all black outfit that has some really interesting details. These quilted pants, I've gotten used to them. The quilted pants add interest, they add texture, they add some shininess. They kind of look like a garbage bag. And that's why you should wear them, because people are going to be like, hey, nice trash bag pants. And you're going to say, thanks. People are going to say, why are you wearing trash bag pants? And you're going to go, I don't know. And you're just going to walk away. Because you never actually have to explain yourself. You just don't have to. So I think this is a perfectly cute going out in the evening outfit with lots of interest. Even though it's just a plain black outfit. It's so different. Now that I'm giving this blouse a second look, I think I found something kind of special here. These weird arms are actually quite beautiful, very interesting, very sensual. How about some paisley pants? Is this paisley? No, I don't know what this is. But what these pants have is texture. These are some textured kind of puffy pants. Okay, here I am in my little puffy pants. They're kind of like jogger shaped. They are kind of jogging pants, but they have a very unique texture and pattern on them. And I'm not going to stop with this pattern. I'm going to add a little striped boxy jacket on top. I like where this is going. Let's add a giant cotton scarf for summer. When I say giant, I am talking this sized. Because sometimes you do want a little bit of being covered up in the summer. And you still like giant pieces of fabric around you, which I do. I want to live in giant pieces of fabric. When I was a kid, I would just walk through Joann's Fabrics and just touch all the fabrics. I love fabric. So speaking of giant pieces of fabric, I think that this giant piece of fabric is going to work better with this outfit because it's kind of the same color blue. And I love the orange stripes. And I know that these are going to be sold out by the time this video hits, so I apologize in advance. And I love the way that this one sort of turns into a kimono top by just draping it over. I will have more of these soon. Just join my mailing list, I'll let you know. And now we're going to just wear this as a giant scarf, which I absolutely adore for summer. It looks like we still have a weird item left. Looks like we still got a weird kitty left. Not allowed. Not allowed, snickerty-doo. The culprit. What about this funeral dress? When I picked this up, I thought to myself, that is not very nice. That's actually what I thought. And I think that we can make it nice. I think that I didn't give it a chance in my mind. and I'm gonna give it a chance right now. So this dress is reading funeral, but I just thought, how can I make it more fun? And oftentimes for me, my first thought is cowboy boots, or statement earrings, or both. Now we are getting somewhere, babies. You know why? Because this is weird. This is a weird outfit. It went from funeral to fun. It put the fun in funeral. You're gonna show up in this outfit and people are gonna know that fun just walked in the door. Speaking of fun walking in the door, they just ate, so they're all powered up. Maybe you wouldn't consider these boots to be the right choice. But what is the right choice? The right choice is something that makes you smile, something that you find beautiful. It's not about the rule of thirds or about where does your boot end up and where does your hemline end up. Are you having any fun? Then you're doing it right. I forgot to tell you the last thrifting rule. If you pick up the item and you say to yourself, no, that's your clue. You certainly wouldn't end up here if you were following trends. All right, go out there and take your rules and see what you can find and see how weird you can get, because that's how life is fun. Hello, and we'll see you soon. She always does that.